Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today we are looking at my top 5 TT frames and my top 5 road frames on Zwift. Now last week, if you didn't see it, we did a comprehensive review of wheels and we actually found out that wheels are a bigger component when it comes to time advantages and time gains than frames. So we spent a lot of time looking at wheels, and today we're going to spend our time looking at the top 5 TT frames and the top 5 road frames. So may as well get straight into it. During these tests, we maintain the same wheel set throughout the whole test on every single bike. We also maintain the same rider, so he's hanging around at 300 watts average. His RPM is 100. He's 170 centimeters, and he's 70 kilos in weight. So everything stays the same. The only differentiating factor is the frame. So in at number 5, in terms of TT frames, let's head into that drop shop. Let's head to BMC. And it's the BMC Time Machine 01 Bosch, and it looks much better in that colour there. So it's aero of 4 and weight of 1 in terms of the Zwift rating factor, and it's a nice looking bike. It covers the figure 8 reverse in 43 minutes exactly, and just so you get an idea of just how different TT frames can be, the fastest TT frame set a time 32 seconds faster than the slowest TT frame. So you might see that rating there as 4 and 1, and you might just presume that they're all the same and you will go on Lux or you will go on your favourite manufacturer, but in fact there is a huge difference between these frames on Zwift. So before you go spending all those drops, let me just finish this off first and then make an informed decision, or a more informed decision. Alright, so in at number 5, BMC Time Machine 01, finishing in 43 minutes dead. In 4th position, a whole second faster, is the Ventum. Now you'd expect that to be faster. It looks a bit like the Lotus bike from Chris Borman. That one. Can you change the colour on it? Oh yeah, you can. Oh, it's just the accents on the disc that you can change in the wheels. So. Same again, aero 4, weight 4. This is obviously a pure out and out time trial triathlete's bike. It's disgusting if you ask me. Look at it. Yeah. That would not pass any UCI regulations, I'm sure. It's got a little storage compartment just between the legs as well. So that was a whole second faster than the BMC. In 3rd place, a further 3 seconds faster. And this time we're going to have to nip into the Cervelo shop and pick up the P5. So the P5 finished in 3rd position. Again, ooh, hello. Which one do you prefer, that one or that one? I prefer that one. This is much more a cyclist's time trial bike. It's very standard in the way it looks and the way it performs. It obviously passes UCI regulations, so people can use it in road time trials. But it finished 3 seconds faster than the Ventum at 42 minutes and 56 seconds. Solid bike, not much more to be said really. It's aero 4, weight 1, exactly the same as all the others like I've said before, but again, vast difference in them. So it's not just about aesthetics that we're looking at time and effort. I would say on a side note, however, that these bikes probably shouldn't be used in uphill time trials. Shouldn't be used in anything where the terrain starts to go up. So reverse KOM and forward KOM, these bikes do suffer, especially when you compare them to a road frame. However, the time that they do make up on the flat far outweighs what they're losing in the short climbs like the forward KOM and the reverse KOM. So just bear that in mind. It might be worth jumping on a TT bike if they actually allow it in the races. So it's just something to think about. But obviously you don't benefit from that draft. But will you need that draft because you're much more aero? 2nd place, we're going back to Specialized. We're going to nip to the shop and we're going to say, hey, I want a Shiv disc. Now again, there's a lot of aero foiling going on there, and that horrible thing at the back is well, it's just downright ugly, innit? There's no two ways about it. I mean, some people might like it, but I don't. Can we change the colour of this thing to make it look less repulsive? It just gets worse. Yeah. At least you got a disc brake on this. Oh, that's why it's called a disc. I thought earlier it was called a shiv disc because what? Right. Okay. Here we go. Why is it? Apart from the aerofoil and the disc, what's? See, you'd call it shiv aerofoil. You wouldn't call it shiv disc because it's got disc brakes. You'd call it shiv aero or aero shiv because it's got that massive spoiler on the back and it's a lot more aero than the S-Works shiv. Look at that. But it's not the disc that's making it that more aero. It's the frame. So let's rename that the Shiv Aero. And in number 1 position as the fastest TT frame around the figure of 8 reverse is, if you said the Diamondback, you'd be wrong. That finished 7th overall. 16 seconds down. Oof. It's the Cervelo. That's the one I'm on. Oh, where's the anticipation in that? Let's get this on. And in at number 1 position, if you said the Diamondback, you'd be wrong. It's the P5X by Cervelo. And it finished 3 seconds ahead of its nearest rival. And like I said, 32 seconds ahead of the slowest TT bike out there. So you can see that there is a big difference in TT frames, and it is worth saving those drops. Wait until you've unlocked the level you need to unlock to be able to get the best bike possible. It might take you a few more weeks, might take you a few more months, but once you've got it, you can kiss goodbye to anybody else that's trying to compete with you in a TT. So let's talk road frames now, and we're discounting for the moment the concept bike. We're talking specifically road frames because we obviously get to put a what's the word? It's a control wheel in it. So let's move on to road frames now. Now we're going to discount the concept, just like we did for the time trial. We're going to discount the concept because you can't change the wheels in it. You can't put a specific set of wheels in the concept bike. So all these bikes have been running the 50mm Zwift carbon wheels. So to make things fair, we'll come back to the concept in a little while. But to make things fair, we're just talking frames today. Now the fastest frame in terms of road frames is 32 seconds, just like the time trial bikes. 32 seconds faster than the slowest. And surprise, surprise again, it's the Zwift steel road frame, which is the slowest. So it might look retro and it might look cool, but it's slow as. So in at number 5, we're going back into the drop shop. We're going to head to the Cannondale store and we're going to pick up the System 6. Aero of 3 and weight of 3. Now the time it did in the reverse figure of 8 was 44 minutes and 12 seconds. 1 second slower than 4th position and 3 seconds slower than the first place bike. So again, not a great deal in it, but when seconds matter, when tenths of seconds matter, when it comes down to those races, you want to be on the best product, you want to be on the best equipment, and this is currently the 5th best bike out there. So good work, Cannondale. In 4th position, what do you think it is? In 4th position, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Where are we going to? Where? Specialized. Oh, what is it? Is it the LA, the Amira? The Amira, the Roubaix, or the Ruby? It's not. It's none of them. It's the Venge. Yeah, it is the Venge. I was just checking there. It's the Venge. So the Venge is in 4th place, 1 second quicker than the System 6, and 1 second slower than the joint 2nd place bike. So again, there's only a second in it, which on the grand scheme of things isn't much, but you don't need me to carry on telling you all that. Aero of 3, weight of 3. In 3rd position, or joint 2nd position, I'm going to split these up by 1/10 of a second. So in 3rd position is the Trek Madone. Where the hell is it? There it is. Boom. So same again. Aero 3, weight 3. So this 4-star system just doesn't work because it doesn't really describe anything else. We need more information. We want to make informed decisions when we're buying our stuff from the drop shop. It costs a lot of money. This is, I don't really know how much this probably would have been. A couple of mil? Could have been a mil? 2 mil? 2 milli? I don't know. But I want to know that, is this bike different to another one with 3 stars on each of the weight and the aero? Yeah, it is. Because I know now. Because you made that video, Pritch, saying it is. So thanks, Pritch. I'll leave a like. Trek Madone, 44 minutes and 10 seconds, half a second slower than the next one in 2nd position. Again, Not split by much, but enough. We're heading back to Cervelo. Not the P5 this time, but the S5. Good looking bike this. I've had this one quite a while and I enjoyed riding it. Can't change the colours on it. That's why I stopped riding it, because you can't change the colours on it. It annoyed me. But solid bike in real life, solid bike on Zwift. A time of, I should have done my research, but it's up here somewhere. 44 minutes and 10 seconds, so 1 second slower than the fastest time. I should have known that because it was the same time as the one I just mentioned, the Trek Madone. 44 minutes and 10, that's why I've not written it down. 44 minutes, 10 seconds around the reverse. F***ing hell. 4 minutes and 10 seconds around the reverse figure of 8 round Watopia. And in first position, if you are a Specialized fanboy or fangirl, you will appreciate the fact that the... where's it gone? There it is. The Venge S-Works is in number 1 position. 44 minutes and 9 seconds. So 1 second faster than the bike in second position and a whole 32 seconds faster than the bike in last position. So the S-Works is the bike to go for, unless, that is, you're going to go for the concept bike. Now, hear me out. The S-Works Venge with Zwift carbon 50mm wheels on did a 44 minutes and 9 seconds around the reverse figure of 8. The concept bike did a 43 minutes and 35 seconds around there. 33 seconds? 34 seconds, my apologies. 34 seconds faster was the concept. Now, you'd think that the concept bike is the bike to use then. That's it. Tron bike, that's the bike we go for. We're all going to save our money up and go for that Tron bike. Or climb Everest 5,000 times. But we might have just stumbled across a combination of wheel and frame that means there's a new king in town. Watch this. So there you go, you were looking at the fastest man on Zwift. Disc wheel combination, if you are lucky enough to buy it, or you had it from being a beta tester, thank your lucky stars. Combine that with a Specialized Venge S-Works, and you have got the fastest bike on Zwift. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out next week's video when we go through the top 3 climbing setups on Zwift.